Imagine you would have someone to talk to in Spanish for 5 hours per day, 7 days a week for 2 months. Even if you know only a few phrases in the first week, I think we can agree that you will be fluent after 2 months Spanish language immersion, right? In this trailer, I will give you the short answer on how this works, to not waste your time, and if you like, I have a few more videos on how exactly this language game works. The language game that I will introduce in a moment is based on how children learn languages. Children speak not only on Monday for up to 10 hours per day, but also on all other days, including the weekend. We can safely assume that a child has the chance to speak up to 70 hours per week. And in addition to that, the child has a parent who acts like a private teacher. So of course they learn their mother tongue fast. On the other hand, at school with a foreign language class, we can assume that a single student speaks up to only 30 minutes per week because there are just too many students and there's of course no private teacher. The rest of the time is focused on listening, reading and writing homework at home. But that's not speaking. The same holds true for intensive language classes with maybe 5 students per class and 3 classes per school day. So if you are lucky, you are speaking in total up to 5 hours per week. But that's still way below the 70 hours that a child is learning his mother tongue. My point is this: to learn a language like a child, we need to drastically increase speaking. And with the language game that I will introduce in this video, you can speak up to 35 hours per week. And don't worry, as you integrate it in your life and make it a game, you're not actually losing 35 hours per week, but more on this after a short introduction. My name is René and I have one disclaimer. I haven't learned all languages with this method, but I'm fluent in 10 and I tried out many methods, and this one is by far my favorite one to learn any language because it's completely free and it simulates how children learn languages. You even have a private teacher for up to 35 hours per week for free. Well, of course, it's not really a private teacher, but let's dive into the 4 ingredients of the language game method so you know what I'm talking about. First, have a friend or classmate who also wants to learn your target language and is at the same level as you are. This will be your private teacher. Second, talk with him or her 5 hours per day in your target language. Third, have a smartphone with mobile internet so you can immediately check if you two don't know how to say something. This possibility didn't exist 10 years ago, and I think this is the main reason why this method is not really known yet. And lastly, the 4th point, and the fun part, make it a game. If your friend or classmate forgets to use their target language, you both keep track of it. The one who forgot it the most within each given week will have to buy lunch, dinner or something along these lines at the end of each given week. So this is basically a weekly game with a clear goal after 7 days. You don't want to lose, so you don't want to forget to speak your target language. Of course, the higher the stakes of the game, the more motivated you will become to not forget speaking in your target language, and the more fun it will be to keep track of who is the loser in each given week and hopefully has to pay up to you and it's not you losing. In the next video I will explain how I did it and just started talking in a foreign language, which is obviously very unnatural to do in the beginning. But trust me on this one, it's possible and it's fun when you make it a game. See you then. If you are still watching, you have full access for free to the course. In the future I will clip this ending here in the YouTube editor, and you can only unlock the videos if you pay for the course. I haven't decided yet how to price it, and of course it depends on the feedback I get, but similar language method courses can cost $200 or even more. So if you still see this video ending and don't want to pay for anything, feel free to check out the other videos which I organized for you in a playlist, so it's very easy to follow.